Hi, it's me, Goxie. I'm out here on the boundary line. It was supposed to be a game on. They've told me they're sending me out to a game, but as you can obviously see, there's nothing on. I don't know what's going on. I'd say this is like an apprentice. You know, yeah, you prank the first year apprentice, but I'm not an apprentice. I'm a absolute veteran of the circuit. Yeah, I got dudded. They set me up.
Hello, welcome to Bump.
Episode 10. Happy 10-year anniversary of Bump. And what a good decade it's been. We've got a big guest. It's the president, but not the bad one.
Just the 10th bad one.
As always, we've got Goxie.
Guys, you sent me out here. There's nothing going on. Can I come back in to the studio, please? It's really cold out here. Really bad breeze.
I was riding the boundary this week, doing some field work.
He's riding the boundary and pushing the envelope.
So how is it out there, Aaron?
Guys, you're fading out. I can't hear ya. I don't know what I should do. Look.
Sorry, Goxie, can't quite hear you. We'll come back to you in a little bit.
JR, did you see any games of Australian rules football on the weekend?
One. Did you watch any games?
I actually couldn't see any games because I actually had a bit of food poisoning. Well, it wasn't even food poisoning, it was anaphylactic shock. Just had a cheeky bit of pavlova on my plate, pretty deathly allergic. If I even look at a pavlova, pretty much. It was touch and go there for a moment and actually spent most of the weekend in ICU.
So did you have a bad pavlova in response?
I nearly died. There's
heaps of shit to talk about after the round of footy that just left.
Jeff Garlett hit the post twice. You wouldn't
Really?
read about that unless you did read an article about that.
Which I'm assuming you did.
I pivot to video when it comes to football coverage.
Hitting the post, it's one of the great heartbreakers. But I did tell my team when I played, it's a chance at a 7-point play. That's my positive spin on it.
Have you ever played a game of football? Have you ever hit the post?
I hit a postie once. So anyway, goalpost should be removed.
Oh yeah, that's where you're going with this.
I thought it was obvious.
In the future, there'll be like a hologram, not actual post there, I reckon. And it'll be like, it's sensors, you know? It'll go bzzz. Hi, welcome back to Goxie's Footy Legends, where I look back on some of the legends who have played our great game over the years. I'm thinking back to, it was about 2004, Saints were on the rise. I actually went to Dockland Stadium around the time when Kiss played there. And I remember seeing the mighty Fraser Gehrig up at full forward, kicked 10 goals against the North Melbourne Kangaroos. It was a great moment. Well, it's not really a moment, like the 10 moments. The moment that final 10th goal went through. Just to see him in full flight, the big boy, you know. That's my Ripper legend memory, or whatever I said it was called.
I got 2 words for you.
So,
State of origin footy.
Eddie Betts got his appendix out. That's full-on surgery.
State of origin footy is
Eddie
back.
Betts is out of hospital, and I think he'll be playing again this week.
Eddie Betts, I just want to say to you, mate, you're electrifying. We love your highlights.
AFLW State of Origin footy arriving in a big way this September.
Woo! I'm so fucking excited.
Me too, because Katie Brennan isn't playing. I said she shouldn't play because
You don't want her to get injured.
We are the most influential show. I just want Darcy Vesio to take a few hangers and snag a few goals from the boundary line, but everyone don't get injured.
That's what we want from footy. I'm also a big fan of the smother.
Hate it or underrate it? The smother.
I rate it.
They should have a day of football called Happy Smothers Day.
And now it's time for the most popular segment on this show, Jessie Rose's Thorn.
What have you got for us this week?
Well, it's been really fucking annoying actually. I'm so sick of Happy.
Jessie Rose's Thorn is such a cool segment. Wish I had something like it. Wonder what I'd say. I don't want to be too mean. Would I ever criticise the doggies? But I see other teams and they have a welcome to country video package before each home game. In fact, we don't have any Indigenous players in our senior list. Tristan Tweedy, Yeah, he's showing good signs in the VFL as a rookie. But in the past couple of years, we've had heaps of Indigenous players leave the club. Liam Jones, Joel Hamlin, Ben Long. He got taken from Footscray by St Kilda. I reckon we would have got him if he didn't go so early in the draft. But I'm sure it's just a coincidence. Doggies do so much so well. But I reckon, yeah, just like a welcome to country before each game would be pretty good. Yeah, that would be my thorn.
Are you stealing my segment with a depressive inner monologue?
No. Yes, I am, Jessie Rose.
This week, my thorn of the week goes to Lock of the Week for being Dog of the Week. Pretty fucking crazy that we've got Eddie Maguire here today. What the fuck?
He loves TV, he loves the camera, and we love him. Eddie McJR, thanks for coming on our show Bump.
Oh, good day, guys. It's a pleasure to be here. You look amazing. JR, you look stellar. He really does look amazing.
You go for Collingwood. It's like the notoriously inept director Ed Wood, but Ed Collingwood. So your CEO of Collingwood resigned. Was it a case of Gary Pert, you are the weakest link, goodbye? Like your show? You're on a lot of TV shows, but have you heard of the acclaimed HBO show The Wire? You should do an Australian version called Maguire. You're the president of Collingwood. I thought in Australia it was prime ministers. You used to be in the hot seat. Sorry, we're making you stand. Do you think the wheel of fortune will spin Collingwood's way this season?
What made you decide to take on this extra role? Was the price right?
So what about Buckley as coach? Will there be a deal or no deal? Heard you were going to give it a crack as a football show host too.
There comes a time in your life when you've just got to give everything a go. You know what I mean?
Glad to have you back, Eddie, and all I can just say is lock it in, Eddie.
Good luck to you, mate.
Good luck. If you need any pointers. I could never be as good a host as you, JR. You're incredible. I love what you're doing to a lesser extent, much, much lesser extent. Maybe no extent at all, Lockie. Yeah, I'm not quite sure what you're doing. Just want to say before I leave, Jared Gox, big fan of your work.
Oh, I know you're mucking around, Eddie. I know you know my name. I know we went to broadcast school together. I haven't forgotten your name, Eddie, so I appreciate if you can remember my name. It's Aaron.
I'm going to need a lift home soon. Can I phone a friend? As we're getting closer to the finals, all the games are a little bit more important.
But some of them are not important.
But others more important than others. Like on Friday night, Hawthorn's going to play Sydney.
I'm tipping Hawthorn because the Swans win too much. You can't win them all. North versus Melbourne. I'm tipping North Melbourne. You can't lose them all. GWS versus Dockers.
GWS.
Port Adelaide versus the St Kilda Saints. Ooh.
Saints.
Fingernail biting.
I don't know, that's what I'll be doing at that game.
Are you going?
No. Gold Coast Suns versus the Richmond Tigers. Who have you got, JR? I'm tipping Suns. Carlton versus Geelong. I'm tipping Geelong. The Western Bulldogs versus the Essendon Bombers. I need the Dogs to win. The Collingwood Magpies versus the Adelaide Crows. In Adelaide, their pies, they inject the sauce directly into the pies, and I reckon that's what they'll do in this game.
Brisbane Lions versus the West Coast Eagles. Maybe it'll be a draw.
Uh-oh. Not again. Thanks for tuning in for the 10th anniversary of Bump.
And thanks, Goxie, on the boundary.
Thanks a lot, guys. I really appreciate you guys sending me out as a boundary rider. Unfortunately, a bit of a mix-up here, but I don't want this to affect sending me out in the future.
Goxie, thanks, mate. Thanks for everything.
You're a true legend. I'm glad you've recovered from the scare on the weekend.
Oh, thanks, JR. That means a lot. You're a good friend.
Put it there, buddy.
Can you save me some of that Pav? I heard you got some pavlova in there. I'd love some. Cheers.